Grace and peace to United Methodists throughout Kansas and Nebraska. I'm so excited and ready to begin my work with serving the people of the Great Plains Annual Conference, beginning today. As you can imagine, these past few weeks have been a whirlwind, and I had spent much time preparing for this exciting move. I'm humbled to serve in the Great Plains and to have had the support of so many from the delegation who have made this possible. Thank you so much for that support. I am very fortunate to follow Bishop Reuben Sines Jr., who has done amazing and hard work in his 6 years in the Great Plains. He has set the bar high with the work he has done with the laity and clergy of the Great Plains. I look forward to jumping into ministry with you to continue that great work that you are doing in many places. I have met some incredible people in the Great Plains, and I know many already from my work across the church. I have sensed the passion with which clergy and laity serve in so many ways, ranging from the conference staff, deacons, campus ministry, lay servant ministry, local churches, extension ministry, our hardworking pastors, and so much more. It has been great to see the people at work and doing that work with love and commitment. I am fortunate that I have been able to work with many in the Great Plains over the past several years. One of those connections is with the youth at College Avenue United Methodist Church in Manhattan. I preached there a few years ago and connected with the youth program. The youth group is able to park cars in the parking lot for the Kansas State Games, and they use the proceeds to fund mission projects. It is the youth members who invite organizations to apply for the grants, and they make the decisions. They ask great questions about the applications and are very efficient with their work. What a great way to model the combination of service and giving. The youth of the Oklahoma Indian Missionary Conference have been blessed with this grant. I met youth members of the Pleasant Valley United Methodist Church from Wichita this past summer. They spent some very hot days helping one of our indigenous charter schools with much needed yard work. The group worked so hard and helped the understaffed school very much. They were also able to visit our new Native Museum to learn more about the cultures that they served that week. Another blessing from our youth. I think about this passage taken from Eugene Peterson's The Message. It is from Philippians chapter 2 that I think gets to the point of what so many of you are doing right now. These encouraging words from the Apostle Paul speak of the themes of rejoicing and remind of what we are called to do for all of God's people. It reads, "What I'm getting at, friends, is that you should simply keep on doing what you've done from the beginning. When I was living among you, you lived in responsive obedience. Now that I'm separated from you, keep it up. Better yet, redouble your efforts. Be energetic in your life of salvation, reverent and sensitive before God. That energy is God's energy, an energy deep within you, God Himself willing and working at what will give Him the most pleasure. Do everything readily and cheerfully. No bickering, no second guessing allowed. Go out into the world uncorrupted, a breath of fresh air in the squalid and polluted society. Provide people with a glimpse of good living and of the living God. Carry the light-giving message into the night, so I'll have good cause to be proud of you on the day that Christ returns. You'll be living proof that I didn't go to all this work for nothing." What encouraging and challenging words for us to live by. We know we live in a world that needs a light-giving message, a cause for hope. We know we live in a world that needs the presence of Christ to show others that Jesus has made a difference in our lives, and therefore we are called to be that light for so many in our communities, families, and more. I ask for your prayers as we prepare for this new year in the Great Plains Annual Conference. I will do my best to serve you with passion with Jesus Christ. I look forward to visiting across the conference to see the great ministry that is going on in so many of our local churches and ministry settings. I look forward to meeting many more of you and to engage in our important work. I trust that you will be patient with me as I learn people and places. I also ask for your forgiveness for the unintentional mistakes I will make as well. I hold out for hope for our future together. I think of Jeremiah's passage. I know the plans I have in mind for you, declares the Lord. They are plans for peace, not disaster, to give you a future filled with hope. Thank you, and God bless.